Hello footballers, and welcome back to our channel where we delve deep into football and bring you the most interesting stories and hottest debates surrounding the beautiful game. Today we'll look at the world's top 10 most valuable clubs. Some of these always succeed in making it onto the list despite not performing on the pitch. So watch until the end of the video and remember to hit the like, subscribe and bell buttons, especially if your favourite club belongs on this list. It's always great to have another reason for bragging rights. There are several ways to determine a club's value. Revenues, net assets, earnings before interest and taxes, and many other factors are considered when valuing a football club. So, to avoid any confusion, we will leave the financial matters to the specialists. And without further ado, here are the top 10 most valuable clubs in the world according to Forbes. Number 10. Arsenal, 2.26 billion. There's no denying that Mikel Arteta has managed to work wonders with the Gunners in the past few years, taking them from a club struggling to get into the top 4 to serious title challenges. This success has also positively impacted Arsenal's financial situation as they finally made the top 10 list this year after being ranked 11th in the previous. The Gunners have known an overall increase from last year with a 10% one-year value change. The club has essential assets that will only rise in value, such as Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. And suppose those Gunners continue their upward performances trajectory, don't be surprised to see the London club jump into the top 5 on this list in the coming years. Number 9. Tottenham, 2.8 billion. Spurs fans will undoubtedly enjoy this one as it finally gives them something to brag about with their local rivals Arsenal. Despite being known as a club that doesn't win much silverware, Spurs have established themselves amongst the world's top 10 most valuable clubs. They qualified for the Champions League group stages 5 times in the last 8 seasons. Add to that the new state-of-the-art stadium the club built in 2019, replacing the old White Hart Lane. With a capacity of just under 63,000, the stadium is England's 3rd largest and the largest club ground in London. No trophies? Well, no problem, as Daniel Levy keeps cementing Spurs' position amongst Europe's elite clubs. Number 8. Chelsea, 3.1 billion. We're still with English Premier League clubs, and it's another London one. Chelsea has remained at 8th spot with no one-year value change whatsoever. American businessman and investor Todd Boehly purchased the club at the start of 22-23 campaign for around 5.2 billion, 2 billion more than the club's current value. However, we'd expect Chelsea to drop back in the rankings due to the club's failing to qualify for European football and because of the astronomical transfer fees spent on Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo and others. But will they rise back up in value? One successful season alone is more than enough to get the club into the top 5. Number 7. PSG, 4.21 billion. Of course, PSG was going to be included on this list. The French club turned the transfer market upside down when they signed both Kylian Mbappe and Neymar Jr. in the same 2017 transfer window. Despite having an unsuccessful season, and by unsuccessful we mean not winning the Champions League, the Parisian club has known a 32% one-year value change, taking their value from 3.2 billion to 4.21 billion in a single year. However, the club has lost 2 of their biggest assets, Neymar Jr. and Lionel Messi, during this transfer window, and if they somehow manage to lose Kylian Mbappe for a free next summer, then oh boy, the French club will go on a rough financial ride. Number 6. Bayern Munich, 4.68 billion. This is obviously not a surprise. Hollywood FC has dominated the Bundesliga, winning 10 consecutive league titles in the past decade. The Bavarians are also loyal to their transfer strategy as they rarely offer vast amounts of money for players. Well, except for this summer. They just spent a whopping 100 million euros to sign Spurs legend Harry Kane. Despite a slight increase in valuation compared to last year, Bayern Munich has in fact dropped back from the top 5 spots to become the 6th most valuable club. But that's understandable when you learn who took their place. Number 5. Manchester City, 4.99 billion. Yes, it's the 22-23 historic treble winners, Man City. The Citizens have been on the rise since Sheikh Mansour took over the club in 2008. The club has dominated the league in the past decade, winning 7 league titles in 12 campaigns. After their latest treble achievement, the Citizens have announced record revenues of $815 million, more than any other club. The Blue Moon has officially arrived and it is here to stay. Number 4. Liverpool, 5.29 billion. Jurgen Klopp has indeed managed to bring Liverpool back to where it belongs. The German successfully brought the first league title in the Premier League era while winning the 2018-19 Champions League title. Smart recruitment strategy and the club's loyal supporter base have been crucial in the rise of Liverpool's value. Despite the disappointing 22-23 season the Reds had, the club has witnessed a 10% increase from last year's numbers and has the fourth highest revenues with $793 million. Yeah, the Reds will never walk alone with that sort of money. Quick one, was your favourite club mentioned yet? Well, maybe it's amongst the top 3 most valuable clubs. Either way, hit that like and subscribe button and help us become one of the most valuable YouTube channels. Now, let's get into our top 3. Number 3, Barcelona, 5.51 billion. Now, the past few years have not been easy for Barcelona. Messi's departure, the drop in performance level, and the financial turmoil the club has had to endure. It looked like the Blaugrana were on the brink of going into the darkest periods in their history. However, the club's president, Joan Laporta, has managed to creatively navigate the situation by pulling several financial levers. He's reduced the wage bill and added important new sponsorship deals. Things are a lot better for the Catalans as they ended up dominating the Liga while witnessing a 10% valuation rise compared to last year, making them the 3rd most valuable club in the world. Number 2, Manchester United, 6 billion. The Red Devils haven't been the same club since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson. The once dominant force in English football became a club competing for a top 4 finish almost every season. Still, this has not affected the club's value as it remained in the top 3 most valuable clubs in recent years. Its wide fan base is the primary reason behind the club's high value. After the successful first season Erik ten Hag had with the Red Devils, the club has known the most significant overall increase in value with 30% compared to last year. So imagine if United actually starts winning again. This increase is also because the club was put up for sale by the Glazers. The American investors asked for over $7 billion to sell the club, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim as the leading candidates to become the new owners. Number 1, Real Madrid, 6.07 billion. Of course, it had to be the royal club Real Madrid. Los Merengue have remained at top of the charts of the most valuable club for the 2nd consecutive year. With the €1 billion rebuild of the Bernabeu almost over, and with the club having valuable assets within their ranks, such as the newly recruited Jude Bellingham, Eduardo Camavinga, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo and Aurelien Tchouameni, the club has witnessed a 90% rise in value. But just imagine if the capital club goes on to sign Kylian Mbappe for free next summer. Their value will skyrocket. And there you have it, folks. These are the top 10 most valuable clubs in the world in 2023. Why not share this video with your friends to brag about your club being more valuable than theirs? And don't forget, before you go, hit that like, subscribe and bell buttons for more content. Until next time, footballers.